Hello everybody and welcome to another video with Spartan 086, and today we are doing Forces of Valor's LAV-25. Look at that bad boy there. A wee bit of history to the vehicle. It was manufactured by General Dynamics Land Systems. It has a Detroit engine, 6V, 50T, and it's got 300 horsepower, so it's a V6, not bad. It was produced between 1983 and present. And the original design was based on Mowag's Piranha, which is a Swiss system. The contract was put down by the United States Marine Corps, and General Dynamics Land Systems gave a version of Mowag's Piranha as a proposal to the USMC. So, as this was going on, eventually, after reviewing all the contracts and proposals put down by people, the contract was awarded to General Dynamics Land Systems and the LAV-25 came about. The LAV is an 8x8 wheelbase, so it's very good over rough terrain. It's designed for rough terrain. It isn't something that's just to drive along a tarmac road. This is designed for rough terrain to go places that usually no other vehicles can go. Obviously it's wheel based, but they found that because it's 8x8 that it could manoeuvre itself very well. Its mobility, over rough terrain was excellent. It carries 6 troops in its compartment and it has a crew of 3. The LAV, which stands for Light Armoured Vehicle, was an excellent choice. As I said before, it was fast, mobile, and it packs a formidable punch. She's what the Marines needed. So, you look at it, Marines, they're not like the army, they're a fast moving force. They need something that can hit hard but move at pace. And they got this with the LAV. It was excellent for the new age of 20th century warfare. Started to change and this thing really came out. Its first combat was during the invasion of Panama. Obviously, we're getting rid of Noriega. It also served in the First and Second Gulf Wars and has served in the American Armed Forces in pretty much every conflict since it's come in. It has had numerous upgrades to keep it to meet modern standards, but a replacement has been confirmed in the form of the ARV, which is the Armoured Reconnaissance Vehicle, which is supposed to take over by 2035. Prototypes are said to be out by 2023, but we'll see if that happens. Now the LAV ended up not just serving with the US Marines, it also serves with the US Army within the 82nd Airborne Division, who originally during the First Gulf War took a small number of these to do reconnaissance with and were very impressed with them. Obviously after the Gulf they handed them back, but later on they decided to get their own and LAVs serve there today. Now people will probably say, don't you mean the Striker? No, there's a big difference. The Striker's actually longer than the LAV. The Striker actually comes from the idea of the LAV. Again, the LAV comes from the idea of the Piranha. So they all base it on the same idea. Now there's different versions of the LAV. You can get a 6x6 wheelbase or you can get an 8x8 wheelbase. I tend to find the 6x6 wheelbase was either Australian or served in the Canadian Armed Forces. The other thing I would note about the LAV is its nickname. Now, I never heard it before with Marines, but I did see it on Generation Kill. They called it the Destroyer, and that was due to the awesome firepower of the Bushmaster 25mm. So, obviously, if the Marines are calling it the Destroyer, that means it's packing a heavy punch. Now, we'll go on to how Forces of Valor did this. Forces of Valor only produced one version of the LAV, and it was absolutely magnificent. Paint job, weathering, rustic, everything, bang on. As you see, I've opened all the hatches up so you can see in and you know what's open and what's not. Another thing is, commander sights, gunner sights, these can move about and open up. So, in case you're thinking that, there you go. They did a fantastic job on this. They also put in some great wee nifty bits at the back. Put down information. Now, I didn't manage to find anything out about this, but in case this was actually based on a real vehicle, Sergeant Ramirez, what is it? Specialist First Class, Mill Rowland, and I don't know, is that Private Tyler? So, never found anything out if that was true or not, or they were just made up. But still, fantastic wee job for the, like, giving the crew name on the back. It gives it a good feel and very realistic, especially if you're doing dioramas. Like I said before, it is a good one to have. All round great wee vehicle, great collector's edition. The other thing I was going to say was the wheels, the front wheels, obviously they turn together in unison. So if you move the front wheels, they move in unison with the back wheels. The two rear wheels do not move, they stay steady because it's a front wheel drive. Well, it's not front wheel drive, it's front wheel steering, I should say. Apart from that, a good vehicle. If you do have it, it's a great one to have. If you can pick it up, great, but it's very rare now to pick this. I got this by pure chance and I paid far too much for it. I think I paid about 70 quid. But in the end, I wanted it and it's worth it. It's a great one to have in my collection. Don't know what else to say about it. Again, there's nothing from Forces of Valor about the modern collection, so I don't know if they're ever going to do another one of these. It would be great if they did. Especially if they could do one based around like Battle of Nazaria, or maybe a Canadian version with the LAV ECM suite on it. That would be absolutely sweet, but we'll wait and see. Apart from that, we'll just leave it at that. It's a great model. If you've got it, great. Hope everybody's well. Again, as I always say, if you like the videos, give them a like and hit the subscription button. Get as many videos as I can up in my collection. And hope everybody's well, taking care. And until next time, take care. Bye bye.